It's the Daily Dog.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today. Okay, my friends, we are starting off a new week. It is a Monday, and that means today it is a Maiden Monday, and I am happy that you are joining me. It's been a while since we've included some Iron Maiden on the channel, and our friend GBC here on YouTube has requested Darkest Hour from Iron Maiden. It is from their newest album, Senjutsu, released back in September of last year. I have previously looked at The Writing on the Wall, The Parchment, Hell on Earth, and Stratego from this album, and I'm excited to look at Darkest Hour. It starts side 2 of this album, and it clocks in at 7 minutes and 20 seconds. We have had many songs by Steve Harris in our reviews of Iron Maiden tunes. This one, though, is by Adrian Smith and Bruce Dickinson, so I'm eager to hear what their tune sounds like. We've got Bruce Dickinson on vocals, the trio of guitarists, Dave Murray, Adrian Smith, and Yannick Gers, and we've got Steve Harris on bass and Nico McBrain on the drums. As I was reading in for this particular episode, y'all, I found from the Apple Music notes on this album a quote by Bruce Dickinson about this particular song. He says this: "Darkest Hour refers not to just the movie about Winston Churchill. It's about him as a person as well. A lot of people criticize Churchill because he made a lot of mistakes and did things people did not approve of. He was almost certainly a full-blown alcoholic, but a functioning one. He said horrible things about women. He did all these things that he would be aptly condemned for. But the bit that people forgive all of that for, certainly I do, is that he stood up to the Nazis and said, 'No, these are barbarians. Even though the odds are stacked against us, we as a nation are going to resist.' Half of his cabinet and government would have sided with the Nazis and done a deal, but he inspired the nation to do the right thing." Powerful words from Bruce on this. He is referencing, I think, the 2017 movie Darkest Hour that featured Gary Oldman as Winston Churchill. I have not yet seen that movie, but I have heard good things about it. It is about the early days of World War II, as I read, and the film earned Gary Oldman his first Academy Award for Best Actor. So I do need to take a look into that one. But we should look into Darkest Hour by Iron Maiden. That is why we are here. So let's take a look, y'all. Let's see what's going on. This is Darkest Hour from Senjutsu by Iron Maiden. Here we go. Starts off side 2 with a beach scene, some waves. Ha! E minor. Down to soul, back to one, lay, fa. Just getting a sense for their progression a little bit.
We buried our sons, returned and fled. No growing old, glorious dead. We came back.
I like the narrative approach to this.
One man said,
It's not driving in the percussion, it's just setting it up. We buried our sons and we turned and fled, but we came back because one man said, now on the beaches the blood runs red. I faced them down, the only one. I stood alone and warned the day would come, but they were wrong. Appeasers, every one. Damn. Just E minor, down to flat 6.
I watched the sun
6 long years you shall not pass. Whoa. Big power chords. That's E, C, G, to B. Whoa, different chromatic going down there. Nice. Okay, chorus again. Here I sit in a serenade of glory, naked by the throne of kings. Nice. Down by half step, back to E, down. Just 1 to flat 7 to flat 6, but still rocks, man. Darkest Hour. Hang on a second. Before they get into the next part, I had this part of the lyrics in bold because I needed to take a look to remind myself what the Sons of Albion means. In this last section of lyrics before the chorus, to blaze in glory like a dying sun, one last burning giant till Jupiter moves on, turn the plowshares into swords, right? We normally talk about swords turning into plowshares, right? So we put down our weapons and we farm and we help people. But now, no, the time has come to put down the plowshares, grab your swords, because shit's about to go down, y'all. And he calls on the Sons of Albion to awake and defend this sacred land. Albion is the ancient and mythological name of Britain. That I had forgotten. I think that I remember the word being referred to quite a bit in the writings of William Blake. That's where I think I've seen that most often, but I needed a little refresher on that this morning. Sons of Albion would be the sons of Britain. Let's see what happens next. Here we go. Solos. Nice. I think that's Adrian on the guitar. At least if I co-wrote it, I would take the first solo. Nice. Just E minor and C. There was a little A minor chord. Yeah. Nice, right into the next chorus. God, they changed it. Shit. How dare they? All right. Now I'm confused. I'll just let them do it. Then down by half step. The half set moving on down. Fun. Powerful tune. I remember the other ones from this album. That's fits in right with the rest of them. Great stuff. Not as much metal from me, as far as what I'm hearing. It doesn't remind me of like classic metal. Sounds more like classic rock and roll to me, with a little bit of a metal flair to it, especially with those dual guitar solos. I think that in that guitar section, it went from Adrian to one of the others, and I can't place yet who those are just by hearing them. But great guitar solos and classic Iron Maiden. They're talking about real stuff, y'all. They're talking about warfare and history and the mindset of these historical figures and how they come to make decisions that are difficult for the time. Churchill knew that standing up like this was going to get a ton of people killed, traumatized, or what have you, and yet he knew that, man, we got to do this. We just have to, because if we don't, it's going to be even worse. And so I admire the band for taking on subject matter like this, and I need to watch that movie about Churchill starring Gary Oldman. I need to brush up on my British history in general. I mean, I know Churchill, but I really don't know Churchill, so I need to take some time to dive into that. The thing that kind of eluded me there, or messed me up when I was doing the choruses, playing along with it, is that they have a different progression for the first couple phrases of the chorus to the last couple phrases of the chorus. If I can remember, they started off, they're in E minor, they go down from E down to C, and then go to G major, the relative major, and then the minor 5, back to E minor, right? So that starts off with E minor, down to C, and then they go to G, right? And then when they get back to it, they go down, not down to the C, which is where I got messed up, down to D, and then with the C sharp in there, and then the C natural, and then goes back and does the rest of that progression. Really cool stuff. Even though they're in E, and they're in E a lot, it's a guitar key, so I don't begrudge them at all for being in E minor. It's a great key. Darkest Hour by Iron Maiden, our latest in our Maiden Monday series. I am happy to have looked at it. Great tune. And I'm glad that y'all have been here as well. Thanks for being with me on this Maiden Monday, and we will see you next time on another edition of the Daily Doug.